Good morning. I wonder if you, like me, are concerned of what day of the week it is. Is it Monday, Wednesday, or Harvest Festival? I've lost total track. I think today is Friday, and I think it's VE Day. These are strange times, as we've said so many times before, and I suspect we're at that stage where we're getting impatient, wanting to go out, wanting to mix with our family and friends, wanting to spend time in a restaurant, in a pub or whatever. It is getting very hard indeed. This lockdown seems to be going on forever. We're now in, I think, week 7, and it seems that there may be no end, at least for 2 or 3 weeks. I've had an awful thought that it may well be Christmas before we get to any degree of normality. But still, we're doing this for the greater good. We're trying to keep people free of this disease. We're trying to keep our hospitals at a level where they can cope. We're trying to make sure that our family and friends are as safe as is humanly possible. It is a sacrifice. None of us like it. None of us like being restricted on going to supermarkets or wherever. We don't like not having access to our usual shops where we buy all manner of things. And yet, as we approach this VE Day, our thoughts must inevitably turn to those young men and some women who gave their lives that we can be free. They fought in all manner of places, on battlefields in Europe, on the water. Their sacrifice indeed was great. Their sacrifice was something we can only imagine. So what we're putting up with, staying in our own homes, being with our own families, contacting our friends by video link or whatever, it's a small price to pay to keep safe, to keep well, and to keep alive. You may have seen on television some of the broadcasts of the street parties on VE Day. It showed how full of hope people were, how they were rejoicing, how they were happy, and soldiers coming off those troop carriers and being reunited with their families. Those 6 long years of war were coming to an end. There was light at the end of the tunnel. And so it will be that there will be light at the end of this particular tunnel for you and me. But it seems when you're in the midst of it, it's a long way in and there is no light at the end. I want to read you just a few words from St. John's Gospel. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that he lay down his life for his friends, and you are my friends. No greater love hath man than that he lay down his life for his friends. Those appalling scenes of the Second World War are nothing but a distant memory for some, and only read in history books for others. And yet people gave their lives. I can't say willingly and I can't say gladly, but they gave their lives in order that we might be free. The price we're paying to save others from this wretched virus is small indeed compared with their sacrifice. But greater love hath no one, greater love than to do what we do for those who are dear to us, those we care about, and those who make our society what it is today. I ask you to continue keeping together, keeping this strict code of practice, that we may all be rid of this disease and by Christmas live something of a normal life. As we approach this VE Day with joy and thanksgiving for all that was and all that was achieved, let us all unite together in saying the great family prayer that unites every Christian person under heaven as one. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, for ever and ever. Amen. Thank you all.